Okay, welcome back. Let's go ahead and keep this party rolling. Really quick, 30 seconds. After every speaker, 30 seconds. What's the 2 takeaways you have from that speaker? And how are you going to deploy them into your business? If you have a team, deploy it to your team right now. Somebody reported back to me during lunch. They deployed a couple of ideas to their team, and they collected an extra $10,000 since lunch. Speed of implementation. I don't know about y'all, I didn't make 10,000 since lunch. So let's go ahead and get started. We're gonna talk about sales, all things sales over here. So we're gonna have Joe Marcoux, world-renowned sales trainer, come up and teach us a few critical components of making your sales game better. So he's gonna have you getting up, moving around, having a lot of fun. He's a really interactive and entertaining speaker, so I suggest everybody put your phones down, stay on your toes, because he generally likes to call the person that's not paying attention to the stage. So, with that, Joe, are you ready to knock him dead? Let's go.
How are you separating yourself from the what? People don't buy what you sell. They buy why you sell it. People don't want to be sold. They want to choose to buy. My goal is to help you persuade and influence. When I help you become a better salesperson, you guys are leveraging my efforts. The goal is, how can I work less and be more profitable while creating a customer experience? And then have my staff believe in the why that I believe in so that we can make a difference in our community. Knowledge monetizes forever. That's huge. All right. I just want to start by saying thank you to Vince for giving me the opportunity to come speak with you guys, because I just love this audience. So let's give Vince Del Monte and his whole team, Corby, everybody else, a round of applause. Thank you. I got to share something real quick. I met Bedros Keuilian the first time in 2019 BC. That's before COVID. And the cool thing was, back then he gave me a message. He said, first of all, he said, "Hey Joe, how can I help you?" And then I said, well, I've got this stuff going on, blah, blah, blah. This whole thing that I do with the SOS Dojo didn't even exist. Like, it wasn't even a thought in my head. And he said to me, proximity is power. So for those of you who are on the fence about dealing with guys like Vince or Frank or Corby and this team, I can tell you, because I've hung around with these people. And these VIPs know what I'm talking about. Those who are in the 7-figure mastermind. So I'm not here to pitch for you, right? I'm just telling you, if you're somewhere in this audience and you're not sure, if your gut's saying maybe, the answer is yes. Like, go talk to, I had dinner last night with John Kent. We met in the lobby real quick, and it was like, hey man, as we're gonna do right now, we're gonna start doing some networking. And we went out for a bite to eat, and I can tell you, like, go talk to these guys. Have conversations. All right, let's get started. All right? So picture this. You've got this great idea. You have this thing in your life that made a big change for you as a fitness coach, right? Because you had your own fitness story. And all of a sudden it's like, yeah, I want to help people, and I'd like to make money at it, right? So you start learning about all this stuff that Frank offers, sales funnels and all this stuff. Like, let's face it, Frank is a machine, right? It's like listening to Frank, it's a fire hose, and I'm trying to drink out of it. So what I learned today, because I got a lot of stuff from Frank this morning, was just put my pen down and just wait for that magic moment. And he had a couple, so thank God. But it takes time, it takes money. It can be frustrating. And then sometimes we need help, which is why accountability, which you guys all do, we all do. Accountability is a key component. The thing is, some of our own clients outside of this room, I'm talking people that you're going to be speaking with, that are Mr. and Mrs. Jones, right? Like, when they hear accountability, they have fear. You guys don't have fear around that, which is awesome. So now, for us, what we need to imagine is learning some skills and get some experience, surround ourselves by the conditions we want to produce, surround ourselves with good people, learn some skills, and let's face it, sales is a skill. It's the oxygen to all of our businesses. Because for you guys as online coaches, let's face it, we'd love to make more money. How many here want to be able to make more money? Yes or yes? Raise your hand. Yeah, it's okay. And by the way, making more money is not a bad thing. It's a good thing. So I'm going to go real quick who I am. I'm the founder of the SOS Dojo, stands for Sales Objection System. Some of my clients, I have an affinity towards fitness. I've started in the fitness industry at the age of 17. I opened up my very first exercise equipment retail store in Winnipeg, Canada at the age of 20, and then helped a company called Fitness Depot go from 7 locations to 38 locations in 18 months. So love it. And some of my clients in the dojo, I mean, they deal with, Eric Bach is here, Craig Ballantyne, who's my coach. Craig's team is on my... Some people that work with Bedros, obviously some people that work with Vince. I've got some people from England that are here. Farah, yeah, you're killing it. So the whole thing about the dojo, you guys are now stepping into the dojo right now. Good or good? Yeah, let's play, okay? So I've got 2 rules. How many rules, everybody, out loud? 2, thank you. First rule, it's this rule, and I will admit that I'm addicted to this thing, as many of us are. The cell phone rule is pretty simple. We're going to turn our cell phones off. I want you to have the ringers off. I want you to use your phones, okay? Take photos, definitely. Just have the ringer off, because sometimes when a notification goes off, it disrupts. So here's the rule, okay? If your phone goes off, there's going to be a $50 fine, and the fine will go to the Children's Wish Foundation. You'll get a charitable receipt. And I'm not kidding. You'll see it says thank you, because I've collected money for these folks over the years. So yeah, the second time your phone goes off, it's $100. Third time, it's your phone. We're going to give these guys your phone because they need your phone minutes, okay? That's rule number 1. Rule number 2 is you're going to play full on. I want to push you guys a little bit out of your comfort zone today. We're going to do some things that are a little bit different, a little bit unconventional. But we know that when we push ourselves out of our comfort zone, I'm not talking breaking it. I'm talking just stretch just a little bit outside of our comfort zone. We step into our money zone. Good or good? How many of you agree to those rules, 2 rules? Raise your hands if you agree. Yep. Does anybody not agree? Raise your hand if you don't agree. Because I've had people say I don't agree, and I'm like, yeah, there's the door. Come back in an hour. Okay? I'm dead serious. So let's play full on. All right? Let's have some fun. Now, we're going to do a draw today because Vince had told me, hey, Joe, I want you to give. So we're going to do a draw for a month in the SOS Dojo absolutely free. So now, let's start with why. And I want to give props to Rachel Shear for saying this. Starting with why, right? Why do you do what you do? Watch this. Fantastic. Chris Maxwell, what's your win of the week? Yes, you can have 2. Go ahead.
Thank you. Yes, very unique. I'm going to roll these 2 in one. I'm actually going to segue off when you talk about markets called right. So the first one is the Women's 11. She's a nurse's school right now on top of us. She's all for that. He's literally just beside herself because she's like, oh my gosh, this is a dream come true. My heart was paying off. That's a win for me, and actually my heart for last night, and something that I'm working on in, developing myself, being more open. I'm going to share something with you guys. And yes, so you don't have permission to use this discussion moment. When you first got me into the dojo, I'll be honest, the money wasn't there. Okay, the money wasn't there, but I knew that I had to do this. My gut was turning, saying, dude, you need to sharpen your skills. You're losing so many balls, and you keep going back to the table with no break. You know what I mean? To feed that in a sense. And here's the interesting thing: is I didn't tell her I was doing this. I didn't tell her, nor I tell her I was spending money we didn't have. And that almost actually, the marriage didn't happen. I'm being very real. It was a very big time when she found out you spent how much, and where does this money come from? This very awkward thing, and that was my fault. I did mistake with fiance not communicating. And last night we had the biggest heart to heart, and she literally just threw her head back and said, you meeting Joe and being part of the SOS Dojo has been the absolute biggest blessing for our life. The amount of conviction she had, the little choked up here, it was huge.
I'm proud of you, man, and I'm so happy that you're part of this group, brother. I really am. Yeah, thank you so much for sharing this. Appreciate it. So what's your why? Why do you do what you do? I see that still, and I just get choked up because impact is something that we're here. I got goose flesh. Like, can't fake that. Vince talks about impact all the time, when we can make a difference in people's lives. So what is your why? So here's what we're going to do, kids. We're going to practice something. Okay, everybody, this is time. Okay, everybody out of your seats. Everybody stand up. Let's go. I want you to go find somebody you haven't met. I'm going to give you a few seconds to go do that. You're going to get in groups of 2. Groups of how many, please? 2. Go find somebody and choose a partner where you're going to be A partner and B partner. Go. All right. Okay, you guys. Does everybody have a partner? We're going to do it quick. If you don't have a partner, raise your hand. Raise your hand and look for somebody who doesn't. Okay, you both have your hands raised right next to each other. There you go. You have 2 people that have their hands raised walking past each other right there. Okay, do your best. Do your best. Let's go, guys. Even if you know somebody, let's go. Partner A, partner B, let's go. All right. I want you guys to choose somebody's partner A, somebody's partner B. Do that right now. Go. Okay. All right, everybody tone it down. A partner. Whoever's partner A, raise your hand. Point to B. Say, you're going first. All right, here's how this is going to work, kids. This is how listen, we're all in sales, yes or yes? Yes? We have 2 ears and 1 mouth. Therefore, we need to do what more than we speak? We need to? Thank you. So, your job, right? B partner is going to go first. You're going to tell A partner, what your why is. You might have multiple whys. Like, I want to help people make an impact. I also want to build a house for my grandchildren that are coming one day. Right? It's one of my powerful whys. I want to help people live a better quality of life through the benefits of total health and exercise. You think that's up on my vision board? You're damn right. It's been there for 25 years. So when I leverage my efforts through you, it's awesome. Now here's the deal, right? B partner is going to go first. You're going to tell A partner your why. You might have multiple whys. Now, when I say switch, you switch. If you get to the point where I'm talking with you and I'm telling you my why, and then I run out of something, guess what we do? You don't switch until Joe says switch. So we just look at each other in that uncomfortable silence like on a sales call. I want to practice this today, okay? You got beautiful eyes, bro. It's all good, okay? All right? All right. Does that make sense? So you switch when I say switch, and you'll see some people are going to still be talking, and it's like, hey, this is a skill. Does everybody understand? All right, so B partner is going to tell A partner, what is your why? I will tell you when to switch. Go. All right, switch. Switch, please. I just said switch. All right, start finishing up. Give your partner a high five and say, you're awesome. Awesome. Okay, go have a seat, you guys. Go have a seat. What's your name?
Tristan.
Tristan? Okay, we're going to get Tristan up on stage. Give Tristan a round of applause. You're gonna help me out. Tristan, this is going to be easy. I'm going to get you to write on the right board because my handwriting totally sucks, okay? Go ahead, man. Grab a couple of pens. Okay, real quick. What's your why? And you're going to write down the why. You'll see what I'm doing. I'm going to help you out. You, sir, what's your why?
To impact people through fitness.
Impact. Put the word impact. What's your why?
More freedom with my kids.
Freedom. Excellent. See how I'm doing this? Just Rando, go quick. Beautiful eyes. What's your why?
To take care of my mom.
Take care of my mom. Awesome. Just care of mom. That's huge. What's your why, man?
Help men 40 plus feel more like men again.
Help men feel more like men. You guys get where I'm going with the why? Like, there's a powerful why, and there's multiple reasons why. Let's give Tristan a round of applause for giving me a hand. Tristan, because he's a good player, gets a $25 Starbucks gift card. Thanks, brother. Right? Oh, Joe, I'm ready to play. That's exactly what we want. Because you get rewarded for playing full on. Yes or yes? Yeah, right on. You guys get it? Like, you got to reward your peeps. You guys are Vince's peeps, but you're my peeps. I mean, I love you guys. All right. So I do. So do you guys believe in your product, your service, your program? Raise your hand real high if you believe in it. Like, you believe in it. Yeah, right? We have to believe. Here's the thing. It's a trap. It's a trap. Because what happens is when you believe in your product and your service so much, and then all of a sudden somebody throws an objection at you, that doesn't make any sense. I believe in this. You should believe in it too. And then we have an emotional response that unfortunately throws things into a loop, right? So who here, raise your hands, be honest, who here does not want to be pushy? Yeah, we don't want to be pushy, and that's fair, right? You see the photo, I mean, when you squeeze an orange, what do you get out of it? Yeah, it's an orange. That's what you get out of it. But what happens when I squeeze you, right? I get frustrated. I get angry. I get emotional. Right? And emotions go up, intelligence goes down. So there's a scale there that you can look at. It's the passive versus aggressive scale. And what I suggest to people is, listen, if you're passive, people are going to walk all over you. They're going to say, I'm going to need to think about it. And see ya, they're gone. They're going to ghost you. If you're too aggressive, you come off like an asshole and they don't want to deal with you. So we want to be assertive. Play your A game. Be assertive. Be the authority. Vince keeps telling you, be the authority. I agree with Vince. Be assertive. And the scale will change as you get better with your sales skill. Does that make sense? Yes or yes? Yeah. Okay. So when a customer or what I like calling instead of a prospect, by the way, I like calling them a guest, right? Because if I were just speaking with you and all of a sudden my phone rings and it's like, yeah, Shauna, Sweets, yeah, I got to let you go. I'm with a prospect right now, right? Like, how does that feel, right? As opposed to, hey, Sweets, yeah, I'm with a guest right now. Can I call you back? The moment I call you a guest and I think about you as a guest, how does that feel, right? What we think about, we bring about. And just these little word changes in our minds, Bedros just talked about the power of mindset. These things make a huge impact long-term. Repeat. Repetition is the mother of all skill. So who's got the problem when somebody comes for you to help and then they say it's too expensive, can't afford it, need to speak to my spouse? Does this ever go on sale? Who's got the problem? You or them? Right? And the answer is both. Right? Because sometimes people have shopping therapy. Hey, who here understands shopping therapy? Like, they feel good when they spend money on themselves. No, that's okay. And then there's other people who are incredibly frugal. I'm one of these guys. Like, I feel like I don't deserve it. Anybody ever feel like that? I can't spend it. I don't deserve it. So who's got the problem? If I'm out helping people, and then all of a sudden, they give me an objection, and I believe so much in my program, and they give me an objection, I can feel like, hey, man, you don't get it. You don't get it. And then I got to keep in mind, well, maybe at times, yeah, I can understand. It is expensive, and we catch ourselves in that trap. So don't get caught in the trap. The belief is so critical, you guys. So it's a mind game. So this is what I want to do. I'm going to push you a little bit out of your comfort zone. I want you to go find a partner right now, okay? And what you're going to do is you're going to sit next to each other. So I'm going to give you guys under 60 seconds. Go find somebody, preferably somebody you don't know. Real quick, get up. Go find a partner. Go. Go find a partner, you guys. Groups of 2. This will be very worth it. If you don't have a partner, raise your hand nice and high. I want you guys to actually sit down for the exercise. So just grab somebody's seat, sit next to each other. You could do it standing, but I prefer it sitting down. Okay? All right. Yeah, it's great. I want you to face each other. Yep. Don't have a partner? Raise your hand if you don't have a partner. Anyone else not have a partner? Raise your hand. All right, we'll get you two together. Excellent. All right, you guys. You can do it standing if you want. It's fine. All right. Shh, listen up. This is the moment on your call or your Zoom. You get to the end of the call. It's the moment of truth. They ask about the price. Okay? We all have to deliver the price. Okay? So this is the exercise. I want you to imagine that you've mentioned your price to the person sitting across from you. That's it. You mention your price. And then, ready to get started? That's it. I want you to hear, ready to give, whatever words you use to close, ready to get started? Ready to give this a shot? We getting started? We doing this? Whatever you want to say. You mention your price, you're ready to get started, and then I want you to look at each other. Now, this is not a staring contest where you don't blink. That's not what I'm looking for. You can blink. I don't want you to talk. I don't want you to talk. Some of you may start laughing because it's uncomfortable. It's okay. All right? So look at each other right now. Here's how we're going to play this. Ready? Shh, no talking. Thank you. Look at each other. Mention your price in your mind. You want to get started? The longer you talk, the longer this goes. Shh. Guys. Awesome. Give your partner a high five. Say, you're awesome. Okay, wait. I told you I'm pushing you out of your comfort zone. This is all good, guys. Wait. Gets better. This is what I want you to do. If you have a pen and paper handy, or just think, if you have a pen and paper handy, great. I want you to quickly write down, what is it that you heard? Not like the outside noise I heard people whispering or that. I'm talking, what's the voice in your head? What was it saying? Okay? I want you to just take a few seconds. I want you to write down what you heard. Go. Just write it down. Don't talk about it. Just write it down. Shh. All right, start finishing up. I'm going to need a volunteer. Hi. Come on up. Yes, please. What's your name? Okay, I'm going to have to ask you to say that again, please. I apologize. Trayanka. Let's give Trayanka a round of applause for coming to help. Excellent. All right, grab a pen. I'm going to start with you. What was the voice in your head saying?
She was confident about her service.
Okay,
yeah.
So you heard in your mind confidence.
Yeah.
Excellent. That's awesome. Yeah. Anything else? I want to hear it. Speed round. Go ahead. What did you hear? Thinking about it. Okay, I got thinking. What else? Panic. Thank you. Panic. How long is this gonna last? Yeah, I'll go how long, right? How long? What? Awkward. Thank you. What else? Who wins? Yeah. Yeah, don't look away. Thank you. What's that? I'm gonna need an email. All right. Give yourselves a round of applause. Give Trianka a round of applause. You guys get it? Here you go. My pleasure. Thank you. You're going to run into this. It's, part of the skill of speaking with people is that we're going to run into these conversations that whether you're on the phone or, for those of us that are online, or live and in person, you sometimes get to the moment of truth and you have to hold. And your body language will give it away. So if you don't have that confidence, then where does your authority go? Right? So I'm here to help you with objections, and notice that we're talking about mindset first. It's all about mindset, you guys. All of it, all right? So you're better. What I want to go over some stuff, and you're seeing this already, is that you're better to be a warrior in a garden than a gardener in a war. You're better to be a warrior in a garden than a gardener in a war. We're in Nashville, so here's the deal. Take my information like spare ribs, okay? You're going to keep the meat and throw away the bone. Everything that I'm speaking of today, if it doesn't make sense, that's fine. If stuff works, I want you to use it in your coaching business, okay? It does work. I promise you it works. And so, now there's a communication model that you may be aware of that 7% of the way that we communicate is our words, 38% is our tone of voice. So if you're on the phone, right? It's 38 plus 7 is 45. 55% of the way that we communicate is our body language. Now, some people are experts. Corby is the master of the phone. He's masterful on the phone. And there are some people that aren't comfortable being on a Zoom call when you ask somebody for the sale, because we've got to be looking at them. Some people want their screens off. One of the things I like to ask people that are giving me a little bit of a, I'm not sure, I need to think about it, and I'll go over this with you. I'll say, do I have permission to coach you for a quick moment? Yeah. Who's going to say no to free coaching? What happens to my authority at that moment? Right? Do I have permission to coach you for a quick moment? Sure. Okay, and then what do? I recap the call. Earlier on, you said this, this, and this. And that's, really tough pain. So then I do what it's called do the math. On a scale of 1 to 10, how important is it for you to solve this? On a scale of 1 to 10, how important is it for you to be able to get off the ground when you're playing with your daughter so that you can go and run with her? How important is that to you? It's really important. Give me the number, scale of 1 to 10. Don't give me, it's too nebulous. 8. 8. It's right here. 55 or 8. It's really important. Then the question, and how does not doing this now serve you? Yeah, you want to write that one down. And notice that, I've done this countless times. I believe it. My conviction is effing real. Do I have permission to coach you for a quick moment? Yes. Thank you. Authority. Recap. You better be taking notes. One of my things about taking notes when I'm on a Zoom call is I make sure I let people see that I don't type your notes. Clickety, click, click. It's like, hey, man, are you checking stocks right now? Take notes. It's called active listening, okay? So 55% body language. So this is why 38% tone, 55% body language is so important, and a lot of people don't train this. Everybody wants the script. What do I say when? What do I say when? What do I say when Joe, when they say they need to speak to their spouse, what do I say? Listen, the words are representative of only 7%, and the goal is, how can I be authentic? So objections are going to happen no matter how good your presentation is, and you got to remember that an objection is not a rejection. Don't take it personal. There's going to be a stalling tactic. It's just like little kids. I mean, my kids aren't this big anymore. They're now big. They're taller than I am. And, soon grandkids. Just awesome, right? And the idea of it is, I want mommy, I want daddy, I want a story, I want to go to the bathroom. It's all a stalling tactic. Just like I need to think about it. It's too expensive. I can't afford it. Objections generally are BS. They're stalling tactics because people are afraid. They're afraid to make the wrong decision, and they're afraid of what happens after they make it, of the work involved. But once they decide, everything's good. So what's the SOS? Two-step system, you guys, very simple. Step 1, we acknowledge the person. Step 2, we ask them a question. Wow, that's expensive. Hey, thanks for letting me know how you feel. I'm just curious, what exactly are we comparing this to? Don't go, what are we comparing this to? Because what happens is it's a little too abrupt. You don't want to be pushy. Step 1, acknowledge. Take the time to acknowledge, then ask the question. It's so simple. It doesn't have to be convoluted. All right? Very, very easy. So the problem is people go, well, Joe, thanks for the blueprint. Acknowledge, ask a question. I got it. No, here's the thing. When emotions go up, intelligence goes down, and then you overreact, and then you live, to regret it. So what we do in the dojo, and I recommend this, and you guys are all coaches, fitness coaches, we know it's all about repetition. I'm here to give you information, demonstration, and then what? You're going to do some imitation. And this is where a lot of people go, hell no, I'm not going to imitate. I'm not going to be a robot. It's like, hang on a second. What we want is we want to put in repetition, right? Repetition. Law number 5. Law number 6, repetition. You guys get the drill. But what we get to after you put in so many reps is then you get to a place of authentication. You get to do it in your own words. I don't want you to be a robot. I want you to be the real you. You've heard it repetitively already. Just have a conversation with people. Just talk to them. And ask, the thing is, you got to ask the tough questions. So, we've got 21 minutes. I want to go over some objections with you guys, and I want you to put into practice. I want you to stand up real quick with the person next to you right now, because I don't want you, we're going to do this quick. We're going to go over your program is too expensive. Step 1, you acknowledge them. Thank you for letting me know how you feel. Step 2, what exactly are we comparing it to? It's that simple. So I just want you to pick a partner, A partner and a B partner. Go real quick. Stand up. Doing this exercise, please. Everybody stand up. I know it's getting warm in here. It's all good. If you don't have a partner, raise your hand. All right? Everybody choose a partner, A partner and B partner. All right? B partner, raise your hand nice and high. B partner, point to yourself. Say, not me, you. All right. A partner, you're going to go first. What you're going to say is, your program is too expensive. B partner is going to turn around and say, thank you for letting me know how you feel. What exactly are we comparing this to? Then, B partner is going to say to A partner, your program is too expensive, and vice versa. So just for fun, you and I are going to do this. Come on up. All right. What's your name? Wanda. Wanda? All right. So Wanda, if I said to you, and you can read it, your program's too expensive, just read it.
Thank you for letting me know how you feel.
What exactly?
Yeah. What exactly are you comparing this to?
Okay. And then I want you to go back to me, and you say, your program's too expensive to me.
Your program is too expensive.
Then I'll say, thank you for letting me know how you feel. What exactly are we comparing this to? Your program's too expensive.
Thank you for letting me know how you feel. What exactly are you comparing?
See how we're going to just go back and forth? It's not that hard, guys, but notice how we're going to put in the reps, and Wanda's going to play. Thanks, Wanda. Yeah, all right. Okay, Starbucks. All right. So, you guys ready? A partner, you're going to deliver. B partner, you handle the objection. Keep switching. I'll tell you when to stop. Go. All right, start finishing up. Give your partner a high five and say, you're awesome. Great job, you guys. Have a seat. Here's the thing. You know, and I know that some people started the exercise, and then all of a sudden they started talking about, hey, where are you going tonight, and what do you do, blah, blah, blah. And it's like, hey, we're here to do some work. Trust me that the whole thing about repetition, being the master, right, of all skill, that's the key. Scripts aren't enough, you guys. Because just because the words that we just went over, it's also the look on your face. What's the sound of your voice? If you're not doing Zoom calls and you're doing phone calls, what's the sound of your voice? What's the tone? How fast are you speaking? Are you taking a moment to pause and just listen and have that uncomfortable silence, by the way? It's actually to your guests' benefit. It's actually okay. Are we listening? Listening is key. So what does this say? Oh, God, you guys. I had high expectations. I really did. I really did. So here's something that I'm going to recommend, okay? Everybody just stand up. Whether you're an army of one or you have a sales team, I've been telling people to do this all the time, okay? Stand up on your sales calls. Stand up on your sales calls. Once again, I'm going to ask you, what does that say? Okay? Now, I know you guys ramped it up a little bit. Here's the thing. Because highest energy wins, and by the way, highest energy will always win, whether it's positive or negative energy. The highest version of that energy will win. It'll either suck you down or it'll raise you up. We're all in the fitness industry. We're all out to make an impact, make a big difference to a variety of people's lives. It takes a high level of energy. It takes a huge level of energy to get to a place where Frank, Vince, Corby, Bedros, these other speakers that are coming up, like these guys it's high energy. It takes the energy, and you know what? Your team needs that energy, and you need to display it. So stand up, lead. Every one of you is a leader. We all agree? Yes or yes? Yes. So I'm going to ask you to please just stand up for the next 21 days on all of your sales-related calls, sales team calls or whatnot. And you know what? Just feel free to email me and say, or DM me at Coach Joe Marcoux on Instagram. Hey, Joe, what a difference. I'll be shocked if anybody goes backwards. I know for a fact it works. Just stand up. Just stand up. Good or good? Good. All right, have a seat. Awesome. Now, does anybody know about the law of attraction? Yes? Okay. Some people do, some people don't. Some people have spiritual beliefs. I have strong spiritual beliefs. Here's the thing. The law of attraction is real. What we think about, we bring about. And this is the interesting thing, right? What you think about in the moment when your emotions go up, what do you think happens right here on your face? Or what happens to your tone? I want to think about it. Right? Your energy drops. The law of attraction is instant. I love this concept that a change of feeling is a change of destiny. It's in our body. When your body feels good, good things happen. A change of feeling is a change of destiny. You want to get this whole law of attraction thing happening? Surround yourself by the people and the conditions you want to produce. Work on your mindset. Be disciplined in the skills and feel it. Feel happy. I do a meditation before I go to bed at night. And I was talking to Frank Rich. I was on your podcast. I told you about this. It was from the book of Job. And it's when you lie down the last 5 minutes before you go to bed, put the programming in your mind so that you know the good stuff is programmed so that you can feel good while you sleep. And whether you want to believe in the Bible or not, I'm telling you this stuff works. If you think it's woo-woo, that Marcoux guy's got the woo-woo factor. Yeah, I'm okay with that. It's all good. Okay? Yeah. Woohoo! You got it. Okay? Because the thing is, and I love the movie The Matrix for this reason, and you guys are all, if you guys really think of it, this is like a biblical spectacular. It's awesome. Morpheus, right? Neo's coach. What does morph mean? Just transform. Morpheus. He's transforming Neo, and when Neo starts to believe, he becomes the one. Every one of your damn clients becomes the one. And then guess what? They give you a testimonial. And because they believe in you, they refer other people. So our belief in what we offer, and our unwavering faith is the deal. It takes skill to keep practicing it so that we know automatically, I know exactly what my facial expression is going to be, and it's going to be authentic. So here's one. I want to think about it. So we acknowledge, hey, I can appreciate that you, and I like to use the word might. I can appreciate that you might want to take time to reflect. Right? And again, I follow authenticated. I don't look at the script. Hey, I can appreciate that you might want to percolate. What is it that you want to think about that we didn't get a chance to talk about today? And then they might go, I don't know. Do I have permission to coach you for a quick moment? Ooh, yeah. You hear the VIP room up here? Yeah, it's awesome. So we've got 11 minutes, 50 seconds. Here we go, guys. Everybody out of your seats. Find a partner. Choose an A partner and a B partner. Try to find somebody you don't know. Go ahead. Let's go. Go find them. Go find them. Let's go. All right, does everybody have a partner? Anybody not have a partner, raise your hand nice and high, please. If you don't have a partner, find somebody whose hand is raised and connect with them. All right, choose an A partner and a B partner right now. Everybody's going, what is he going to say? What is he going to say? B partner, raise your hand. Point to yourself. Say, I'm going first. You just never know. All right. B partner is going to go first. You're going to say to A partner, I want to think about it. A partner, you're going to respond. And you can read it, you guys. You can read it. It's all good. I want you to put in the reps, go back and forth like we did with your program's too expensive. Does everybody understand? Okay? So, go for it. Go. Sorry, guys. That's it. All right, you guys, hang on a second. Give your partner a high five and say you're awesome. Something just happened here, because now I'm starting to walk around the room. And I just had a blah, blah, blah. You're making me nervous, okay? No, that's good. That's good. Honestly, here's why. Because now I want you guys to do this. I want you to switch partners. Just go find another partner real quick, next to you. Go ahead, find a new partner. All right, you found a new partner. Anybody not have a partner, raise your hand. We got 9 minutes. We got lots to do. Okay, keep your hand up. Anybody not have a partner? We've got someone up here not having a partner. You're good? All right. Here's the thing, guys. We're going to do this one again. We're going to do this one again real quick. Choose an A partner and a B partner. Go. All right, real quick. B, point to A. Say you're going first. A goes, hey guys, come on. Here's the deal. Now we're going to do what's called a perturbation exercise. Perturbation is when you actually put pressure on a lump of coal and it turns into a diamond. Here's the deal, okay? See how good you guys want to try it. I want you to try to not look at it. Guys in the back, screen's off. Okay, so here's what you're going to do. Oh my God, everybody's panicking. It's okay. Be authentic with it. You know what the outcome goal is. The outcome goal is we want to find out what is it specifically that you want to go research that we didn't get a chance to talk about today, okay? This is a safe place to make mistakes. Here's how this is going to play out. We're going to go and do this, you and I. And you're gonna say, I need to think about it, okay? And then I'm gonna go and answer. Now, if I go, if I say but after my acknowledgement, what happens is my authority drops. So we need to be excellent. I'm not necessarily looking for absolutely 100% perfect. No ums, no uhs, no buts, no stuttering. And what happens is your authority stays high, okay? And if you really want to add some body language to it, because I'm looking at the clock, you want to add some body language to it, when your head is perfectly straight, you're in the authority space. When you tilt your head by 15 degrees, you go into empathy. Right? Look at it. Hey, you know, and I know it seems so weird. It's like, because I'm seeing people laughing. It's like, oh yeah? So it'd be like, hey, I can totally appreciate that you want to take time to reflect. What is it specifically that you want to think about that you and I didn't get a chance to talk about today? It's empathy. And then as we get to learn our body language, and there's things that we want to push you outside of your comfort zone. It's like when somebody says, hey, what kind of deal can you give me? You know what? Everybody who's listening, they're doing this. Hey, I can appreciate that you're looking for a good deal. What am I saying? Yeah. So now you don't do this. You go, and everybody's going to bobblehead after this. You watch. You go, I can appreciate you looking for a good deal. What exactly did you have in mind? What have I been saying? No. Have I been rude about it? No. I was very kind. I just simply went, well, that's an odd question, right? And I'm saying no, and I'm still being authentic. And we practice this in the dojo, and guess what? People at first, I can appreciate you, oh my God. And it's okay. And now what's interesting is people that become black belts in the dojo, because people start off slow and they work their way up, and then all of a sudden they become a black belt. So when you become a black belt, you become a team member. I've got coaches that are working for me part-time, and they teach it. Because when you want to master something, what do? You teach it. And so we've gone in less than 2 years from army of one to 13 coaches, black belts, and now I have a full-time sales samurai. Thanks, Frank, because Frank and Bedros and Craig Ballantyne, all surround yourself by the people and conditions you want to produce, right? So what I want to do is, here's the example. You're going to say, I want to think about it. Go ahead.
I appreciate you wanting to think about it, just out of curiosity.
So yeah, now you say to me, I want to think about it.
I want to think about it.
And now here's the perturbation exercise. I'm going to go, I appreciate that. Stop. The moment that I get it wrong, if you hear stutter, anything that you hold each other accountable, because you guys do this in your coaching. You say, stop. Then you say it to me again. I want to think about it.
I want to think about it.
I can appreciate that you want to take time to reflect, but what exactly? Stop. Because if you use the word but after an acknowledgement, you negate everything you say. So you don't use the word but. Say it again.
I want to think about it.
I can appreciate that you want to take time to reflect. What is it specifically that you want to think about that you and I didn't get a chance to talk about today? I want to think about it. Back to you, and then you go. Now, by the way, there's going to be a lot of hand clapping going on. It's okay. I'll put the screen back on in a quick sec, okay? All right, get started. Let's go. It's back up on screen so you can read it. Go ahead. Pardon me? Right on, brother. All right, start finishing up. Give your partner a high five and say, you're awesome. Great job, you guys. Have a seat. Have a seat. So you'll note now, suddenly it's not just about the words. It's about how I use the words. It's my cadence. It's my body language. 38% of the way that I'm communicating with you is my tone of voice. And it's weird, isn't it? At times, like the body language thing. If you're on Zoom calls with people, like, you better have that right body language. And like Bedros said, we better look the part. Like that guy that was on the video earlier, the bearded dude, you know, he's dropped a few LBs since that. Thank God. Yeah. Although like, so many of you guys are jacked, and I'm like, yeah, I remember. All right. So the thing is that when, oftentimes when we start doing some kind of training like this, we come in and I don't want to say that we're incompetent, but the fact is we are, because we don't know. And then all of a sudden we are consciously incompetent. And then we get to a level of when you start to practice it, it's like, I know, and I'm practicing, and you get better and you get better. Like Farah went from a 20% closing rate to a 58% closing rate. Yeah, she's part of the 7-figure mastermind. Give her a round of applause. So you can go ask her. And when you get to a level of unconscious competence, you don't even think about it. The words just come out of your mouth. And it's authentic. It's not about the script, right? So when somebody asks you, what kind of deal can you give me, write this one down. I can appreciate you're looking for a good deal. What exactly did you have in mind? I've got 1:45, so I want to be quick. The reason that I'm phrasing it that way is I don't know what their expectation is. And one of my mentors has always said, an expectation is a resentment in hiding. They might want something that is so cheap, just something like a little throw-in. I work with some people in the retail industry, in the bike industry. Somebody's going to look at buying a $8,000 carbon frame bike, and they say, well, can you throw in a water bottle? Yeah. Water bottle costs $1. It's like, so what you're saying is if I throw in the water bottle, we're going to do this now? Not today. You don't use the word today. It's now. Because there's no better time than now. Thank you. There's no better time than now. Knowledge monetizes forever, you guys. Right? What did Abraham Lincoln say? Give me 6 hours to chop down a tree, and I will spend the first 4 sharpening the axe. This is a skill like anything else. You need to practice. Don't kid yourselves. Your team needs to practice. Eric Bach's got one of his guys. He's a black belt in our group. He's crushing it. Go talk to him. Ask him.